Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, how hard you hustle, you're just stuck in the same position, while other people seem to be moving forward and succeeding? What if I told you that life actually runs on a set of conditions, principles, if you want to call them that, and once you understand them, you'll know exactly where you are and how to move forward? Hi, I'm Kabelo Kwasana, and today I want to introduce to you a very powerful concept by L. Ron Hubbard called the conditions of existence. Now, for any person who is starting out in any field, whether it be your career or your business or adulting in general, it is always advisable that you go into that particular field with some knowledge or learn how to use the tools of that particular field. What do I mean by that? So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down what conditions of existence are and how you can use them as tools to upgrade your life. Let's get into it. First, I want us to fully understand what the word condition means. The word condition in this context simply means the state of being. It is basically a label for how things are going right now. For example, if you just started on a new job and no one knows you exist, that's a condition. If your business is growing and expanding, that's a condition. If you are in financial trouble, like I am, that's a condition. What exactly are the conditions of existence? Think of life like a game, right? So in a game, you are either winning, losing, or you are somewhere in between, right? In life, work, relationships, or business, it's the same thing. You're always in some kind of condition. L. Ron Hubbard discovered that there are exact states that determine how well you're doing in life. They explain why you might be struggling, surviving, or thriving. Most importantly, each state comes with a formula, a clear step-by-step, a way to show you how to improve your situation. In simple terms, if you don't know where you stand, you can't know what action to take, right? The conditions give you a kind of a roadmap, like let's call it a life map. They tell you, here's where you are and here's what you need to do in order to move out of that situation or to improve that situation. Imagine starting at a new job, right? Like most of us who have started at a new job and nobody knew who you were, and you're basically invincible amongst the people. So that is called the condition of non-existent, which I will explain further what it is and as we continue, as we progress in the video. There's a formula you can apply actually to move out of this condition. You know, when you're starting out and you're entering into a new job, nobody knows who you are. So there's a certain steps that you have to take in order for you, or to have all the people know who you are at the end of the day or at the end of the week or at the end of the month, depending on how fast you apply these steps, right? So on the other hand, let's say your business is doing well and all of a sudden something just happens and then sales drop. That means that you are in a condition of danger. Again, there's a specific way of also going out of that or remedying that situation. So these are conditions of existence and they have formulas and way that you actually go about them. The powerful thing is these conditions apply everywhere. Like from running a business to managing money, even in your personal life or in your personal relationships. And once you can spot them, which if it's a good thing, you'll never feel completely lost ever again. Trust me, I know this. Now that we understand what a condition is, let's look at a full ladder of these conditions of existence. There are several of them, and they form some kind of a ladder from the lowest survival states up to the highest. And they go in this particular order. You have confusion at the lowest, Confusion is when things are chaotic and you can't make sense of things, like it's random particles flowing in different direction, which of they have no exact direction. That is confusion. That is the lowest state of it. And then the second lowest would be treason. Treason is basically when you have turned against a particular group or you have turned against yourself, whether it's your own integrity that you have turned against or a particular group that you belong to and you have turned against them and you're no longer with them. That is treason, right? And then you have the third lowest, which of its enemy. This is when you're openly working against a particular group of people or being worked against. That is a condition. If somebody's working against you or you are working against them, that is a condition of enemy. Then you have doubt. So doubt is when you're uncertain about where you stand or who to support. So basically not knowing which career path to take or which side to take when two people, let's say two of your friends are fighting and you don't know which one to go with. Doubt. That is a state of doubt, a condition of doubt. Then comes liability. Liability is when your actions are more harmful than helpful to a group or yourself or to anything, basically. So that is a condition of liability, when your actions are becoming more harmful than actually contributing positively to something. That is a condition of liability. Then from the liability, you would move on to non-existence, which of it's mostly used in the business area or in the professional area. That's where you start, because of the other ones that I just mentioned, these are mostly personal. Normally personal, because of you have to do them, in order to arrive to the correct condition. It's very important that you know and you are able to see which condition you are in, like to name the correct condition that you're in. We'll get to that. We'll get to it. So non-existence is when basically, like as I said earlier, when you're starting in a new job, you're starting in a new group, you're just new and nobody knows you, or you're not effective as yet. Like your presence haven't made a presence. So that is non-existent. So there's certain formulas that you apply in order to get out of that, which we will get to, right? And then you would have danger. From non-existence, then you move up to danger. Danger is when something is going very wrong and immediate action is needed. Like I made an example earlier, your business was doing well and all of a sudden sales just drop. Something happened there. So there you apply the formula danger, then you would know what to do, immediate steps that you would take. Then from danger, you have emergency. Emergency is when survival is at risk and you have to quickly increase output. Something is happening. It's emergency. You have to step in quickly in order to remedy the situation so that it doesn't fall down to danger. You got it. Look at you. Very well. Then you would have normal operation. Normal operation is when things are steady, predictable, and running smoothly well. This is the condition of normal. It's actually amazing how few people actually operate on this condition. Like things are predictable and everything, like they have money, they know. People who actually plan for things, and even though they don't know the conditions of existence, but they have this general organization about themselves and they budget things and everything is precise. They normally operate on this. Even unknowingly, they have applied conditions and they have arrived to normal operations where things are steady, predictable, and running smooth. Well. Right? Then from normal, you have affluence. This is when now things are going, they're going up. When things are going better than normal, you are expanding. This is called affluence. Right? And then from affluence, you would have power. When you are stable, successful, and producing consistently at a high level. This is what we call power. We have seen people who operate at this condition. people who are just power. That's where they are. So these are the 11 conditions of existence by L. Ron Hubbard. These are general known conditions, but because of Mr. L. Ron Hubbard took time to actually bring them to light, you would see, as also you are learning them, you can find out more in this book by Mr. L. Ron Hubbard, The Model of Admin Know-How, breaks them down further. Or if you want to know more about these, you can just DM me or comment down below, I want to know more. Then we will expand on these. I just wanted to introduce you to these conditions of existence so that you know exactly what they are. So these aren't just random ideas. They're exact states you can actually spot in your life. And the key is each one comes with its own formula. Like I said, that means you don't just recognize the condition. You also get to do a step-by-step formula or move to get you to a higher one. So we all start at a lower, not all, but we all start at a lower condition of existence, and we have to move up to the highest condition of existence, and applying these formulas normally get you there. You have seen a lot of successful business people. You'll be surprised how many successful business people actually apply this in their everyday business, day-to-day transactions. And I have seen a lot of successful entrepreneurs and businessmen and professionals who actually use this, the model of admin know-how, and they are very successful in their lives. So this is something that has been working for me as well. I have learned about these, in the past years of my life as I was finding myself and whatnot, and I have found Mr. L. Ron Hubbard's work, The Model of Admin Know-How. If you want to know more about this book, I can point you to the right direction and how to get this book. So if this video helps you understand your current conditions, please like, subscribe, and I'll share the next video showing exactly how to apply the formulas. I don't want to make this videos too long for you to, how do they say it, ingest. So if you found this valuable, please like, comment, and tell me what was your favorite part of this video that you really liked or it really clicked with you, and then I will drop the next one, which of is expanding the formulas. I will break down the formulas and how you actually apply them in your life. Please like the video, comment, share if this was very valuable to you, share it with your friends. I am Kabelo Kosana. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.